I'm Raphy Adderley, and I'm the owner of Girl on Pole, also a dance instructor here. And I'm here with Shakia Danielle with On the Rise.
So I am sitting here with none other than Raphy Adderley at Girl on Pole Studio. How are you, Raphy?
I'm pretty good. What about you?
I'm good. And so I extended the invite for you to come on our show today because I really wanted to sit down with you and just go in depth with your business and what is it that you do. A lot of us hear about Girl on Pole. A lot of us think we know what exactly it is about, but I wanted to give us that inside scoop and that inside view. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about your business and what is it that you do here?
Well, I like when people ask about a business because I always get a little bit lost. I go business. Like I feel like this is like my stomping ground, like my baby. It's kind of like the money comes last, but I'm really passionate about the women that I teach here. It's just basically a pole dance studio, you know. I guess it's what most people say. Oh, it's just a pole studio. But
Right.
I'm responsible for a lot of stuff. I nurture women. I teach them. Whatever it is, if you want to twerk, you want to pole, you want to do seductive dances, we do boudoir photo shoots, like we do it all, especially, I guess this is a nature hair. It's hard to explain, but it's kind of like, I guess you could say like a sisterhood.
Okay.
Kind of like a group of women, we come together, we dance, and then even after dance, we go out to dinner, we go for drinks, we have fun. I like to say like men have the bar and women have the pole dance studio. So that's our equivalent, you know?
Right.
So I hate saying a business or a pole studio because it's like, it's way more, you know? And it's hard to sell all that in.
Right.
I don't even.
And I'm asking simply because a lot of people don't understand. You know, I'll tell everybody that for my 30th birthday, me and my girls, we did a session here. We did right. I can't remember the name of the person that led it though because you were on maternity leave at the time.
Okay.
Right, but we had a ball. I mean, they poured champagne. You know, they taught us a little dance routine. We had a ball, and it was good, clean, fun.
Yeah.
And we took a lot of pictures. So you know, it definitely is something that's memorable. And a lot of persons, like I said, I wanted to sit down with you because a lot of persons may not understand what exactly goes on behind these doors. But tell us how you started out. Did you always see yourself in this industry? Did you always see yourself as a quote unquote business owner? Because you say it's more like a sisterhood for you.
Yeah.
So did you always see yourself here?
Never did. I mean, who wakes up and dream of being a pole dancer? Yeah, I'm gonna teach these women in the Bahamas how to pole dance. Like, I swear that's nobody's dream, especially a Bahamian woman dream. That's a big thing to take on. But no, never thought about it. I just went to a class. I was away. I liked it. I was looking for a way to lose weight and have fun because I'm one of those women. I don't like to run. I don't want to sweat. I don't want to jump. I don't want to lift barbells. I don't want to do any of that. And when I discovered pole while I was away, I liked it and I brought it back with me, for me, with the intentions of me doing it for myself. It wasn't about me being sexy. It wasn't about me. I discovered all that like afterwards. What happened was I got good at it. Social media helped fuel it. Everybody's like, oh yeah, you look good. Teach me, teach me, teach me. So I went from, hey, you come to my house. When I got off, we could pole. I could teach you stuff. And people started giving me money. And there's like, oh, I just want to pay you, okay? And I go, I don't even know what to charge you. And like, they'd leave me like real money.
Wow,
like not a little tip. But they'll be like, oh, well, since I started working with you, like I feel more confident, I feel strong.
I was
feel
just
more
about to ask
sexy.
you about that. Like, do you see the confidence of women lift when after they finish a session? Do you see their attitudes change? Like they walk in the door either not feeling like, okay, this isn't for me, I'm too big, I really can't do this. This is for those skinny girls, you know, who always slim all the time. Do you see that attitude change within the session?
Yeah, I see it. Either I make them or I break them. Some people, they come ready. Like, I was born to twerk. I was born to be sexy. And then other people, they're like, child, I just here because my sister said. And then, you know, halfway through the session, they like, they hand on dirt. What? I was like, all right. So either I could see it when a lot of people walk in or like you just make it happen because they didn't know it was that fun. They didn't know it was that easy. They didn't know it could be that interactive. A lot of people struggle with, I don't want to dance in front of people because I don't want people to judge me. I swear this is a no judgment zone. I don't tolerate that. I never have and I never will.
Right.
Everyone here is really helpful in terms of, if I were to put you in a class and you don't know something, I'm sure I have students who would be like, oh, Shakira, you could fix this, you could do that. So it's like, it's really supportive, and I feel like a lot of Bahamian women, we lack support in a lot of areas, at work, at home, in relationships and all. And then when you come here, and I think that's why people like it. Like, I don't shy away from being supportive of people, like outright. Like, you know, if you need help, ask, how's your day? You need to talk, hit me up. You know, it
so you actually offer that after the class? Like if somebody hits you up, they do a class and they say, Raphy, like, you really brought, you know, my confidence to another level. I really felt like I released so much stress that I was dealing with at home or wherever it may have been, and they just start WhatsApping you. Like, you take on those conversations.
Trust me, there's been times I didn't even teach a class because we start a conversation, and then 2 hours later, we still here, and then somebody sent for drinks, and we still here, and then somebody sent for food, and then we still here, and then it goes 2 a.m. I gotta go.
You're kidding me.
And then, yeah, it happens all the time. Even my students WhatsApp me. They don't respect me. They WhatsApp me 2, 3 in the morning. They be like, I know you wake. I'll be like, talk to me. What's up? You know I wake.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't really sleep that much.
And the funny thing about it is, I know of a mother and a daughter who came. I'm not sure if they had like a private session or if they came and they were part of. I think they were part of like a general class session, but they bonded with this. You know, a teenage daughter and a mother, and they bonded with this, and they said that, you know, it just really helped them to be able to, I guess, have conversations and help their relationship. And so you even cater to mother and daughter teams, and nobody is really exempted.
Yeah, people don't believe it, but they go, pole dancing, I don't know how. What happens is, it's very intimidating for somebody to come in here and the pole. We as women, we know what the pole represents, whether it's something I always wanted to
stripper
do.
Or
I can't move like that. Women aren't supposed to. You know, it's a lot of inhibitions people instill in us to say that no, that's wrong. So I feel like when you come here, we're already on common ground. Like, okay, let's do this. So it already feels like the guard's down. We could trust one another, and all this is subconsciously. It's not. They don't know what's happening, but in hindsight, that's what's happening. And that's why it's so easy to bond with. Hey girl, you know, I don't know you, but you helped me get in the fireman's spin, and then we start talking, and now we're pole friends, and now we're friends, and now we're still real friends, and now we're friends. So that happens a lot here. I know a lot of people who just come here, and I know they're friends with this person and that person, and they met them through this. So it's just common ground of, yeah, we do this thing, we did that, you know, we had fun, we experienced the thing people said you shouldn't do, or the thing that everyone thinks is stripping, or, you know.
Right. Do you see yourself taking this a step further and opening up multiple studios? Do you see yourself doing classes for persons who want to one day open up their studio? Where do you see yourself taking this business?
You know, in terms of, first of all, I would like to expand into more space, so different classes at the same time. But in terms of like multiple studios, like scattered everywhere, I don't think so. Simply because I like the hands-on feel that I have in here, and I think that's why a lot of people come to, because they don't associate Girl on Pole with a business. They say, hey, Raphy's at the studio, let me hit up Raphy. So it goes hand in hand, you know?
But let's pause there. What does being hands-on mean to you? Because I'm sure, you know, like you say, you started off saying this is your baby, you know, this is a sisterhood, this is your baby. So what does being hands-on mean to you?
It means I want to control what's going on in my class, and I want to control who you see at the front door, and I want to control who you talk to on the phone, and I want to control my numbers, and I want to control my marketing. And honestly, I don't think I'm ready to like hand it over to somebody else yet, because nobody in the Bahamas has ever done what I've done.
No.
So I'm not sure who I'm going to give it to, but I do have a group of girls, like, you know, who frequent the studio, and they do have the possibility to run my studio, you know, like, you know, the way I would. But I still think we got some more, you know, a little bit more ways to go before I could even bring on all these hands on deck. I don't think people understand the passion that go behind this, because it's not about the money. And money motivates a lot of business owners, but money doesn't motivate me here. I remember I first started teaching for free. Simply because I already knew, like, you're doing pole dancing. It's not a gym where people go, oh yeah, bicep, tricep, let's do that. That's trusted. You know, I had to get people in the door. I had to, when people call, I'm literally counseling people on the phone. It's okay. My boyfriend don't want me to come. I gotta go. Why you rely on your boyfriend to tell you what you could and cannot do? I mean, tomorrow he could leave you, and then whole counseling session, right? So yeah, I'm sure if I would have put a receptionist out there, she's like, oh, my boyfriend won't come. Girl, that's sad, and then that's it.
Yeah, you know, like they would just hang up the phone.
Exactly.
Okay, all right, thanks for calling. And that's the end of that.
Exactly, and I don't want to badmouth Bahamian people, but yeah, we're great. But and there's a lot of great workers, but I need exceptional. Anytime I was in the corporate world, and I remember any boss I had, any supervisor I had, anybody, you know, they would tell me like, Raphy, you're a great worker. Like, not just to say a great worker, like you do your work, but I go above and I go beyond. And I did it for other companies. So you can imagine what I do here. So I don't care if I have to clean the bathroom, or I don't care if I have to wash the windows.
It's
I don't
yours.
care if I have to scrub the floor.
This is your signature. This is your handiwork. This is you. Everything is a reflection of what you represent.
I don't care if I have to teach 5 parties back to back. I do it. Because it's fine, you know?
Now, this is you now, but you just mentioned you came from the corporate world.
Yeah.
So what give us a little background there.
Oh, God. Girl, don't take me back there, girl.
Well, let's just say the last job in the corporate world that you would have had, or just a general background. You don't have to go into too much detail.
I had a good time with the corporate world. If I didn't have those opportunities to experiment with other people's business in terms of marketing, because that's what my background is, marketing and designs and graphic artists. And so I did the whole creative thing for, you know, corporate. And it was interacting with those particular people, 120 people on one job, and being responsible for getting everybody ready for this promotion, or, you know, correlating with this department. Do you like this? Could I get approval for this? All that actually prepared me for this. You know, knowing how to do something and knowing what to do and when to do it.
Versatile, being multitasked,
strategic marketing. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why I was successful, because I had that deep background in marketing. I'm not just talking about, oh, print the business cards to the brochure. I'm talking about deep. We launching campaigns, we doing solicit campaigns, we doing it all. And it's only because I was given the opportunity to do it for other companies that I was so good in doing it for myself. And I'm sure that's why a lot of Bahamian companies fail, because the amount of information I know, even when I do share it with people who own studios, who own businesses, they're like, wow, I never knew that.
But not only that, it's knowing how to strategically implement that information and that knowledge to make it into something beautiful, to make it worth the while. And so you can have it, but if you don't know how to go about executing it, you might as well didn't have it at all.
Yeah, and a lot of people just don't have the funds to hire a marketing team, to hire a accounting, to hire a team to say, okay, how do we sell X, Y, Z, and how do we sell it well, you know?
So at what point did you say, that's it, I am going to open my studio?
It happened when I switched jobs. I switched jobs, and it was draining. It was like
I've had enough of this. I can't do no more of this. Like my time to have my own is now.
I was too passionate about other people's stuff, you know, like, and I said to myself, if I'm this passionate about, you know, other people's stuff, imagine what you could do for yourself. And it wasn't until then, you know, like going to work felt like a marathon, and I didn't like it. And I knew within myself, I was like, you're too passionate, you're too creative, you're too everything to have this feeling every morning to get up and go. So anyway, I /quit, got fired, because, you know, I intentionally did stuff that I know wasn't appropriate, but it was all fueled by not doing the right thing, you know. I had a job, they were paying me a lot of money, but they didn't want me to do my job. Like, okay.
Like, you know what, let me go work for myself. Let me do my own thing.
And I literally, I didn't care anymore. I just didn't care. And when I got fired, you know, she did stuff to get fired. I just left. I was like, well, yeah, whatever.
You're getting the raw, like, uncut version right now, and she's telling the truth, and we can really appreciate that. She's not even trying to say, well, you know, it didn't work out, and I kind of like resigned, not really resigned, but you know, I kind of left. No. got
I
fired.
would even tell you what happened. Trust me. But I'll wait for a good story. But yeah, I didn't have time for that. And just like you say, that's how I am in general. I'm a straight to the point person. And people who have established business for 20, 40, 50 years, and they've been doing it a particular way, Raphy just didn't cut it, you know. I wasn't.
I totally get it.
I wasn't corporate material. I wasn't one of the minions who could fall in line and just do the same thing that's been done for the past 20 years. And I had to work
Let's
with
go along with the pattern.
So how you get little Miss Creative? And I swear to you, on my job, I had a lot of friction.
Listen, no, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. No, but I mean, this is what people need to hear because I'm sure
I know.
persons in the creative arena, persons in marketing and design, persons who have the spirit of entrepreneurship, they struggle with a certain, like having to just conform.
I know.
What you're saying, even though they may not be in marketing, they can understand exactly what you're saying. So I totally get it, and I appreciate you just being truthful from start to finish. Now let's talk about motherhood because you just had a little one. How has motherhood been?
You see my smile?
Yes.
It's like real.
Listen, if I mention my daughter's name, the cameraman can turn his camera around and you'll see his smile, okay? Because he's Papa. So tell us how it feels to be a new mother.
It's amazing. I thought it was a joke when people say, oh, my sunshine, my pride and joy. And you see them smile and they hold their chest and they tilt their head and they show you 80 pictures of the same pose and you go,
80 pictures of the same pose.
girl, we get it.
Like my phone loaded with like the same thing. Yeah.
I know. But like, no, you see that one, her eyes squinted. She turned her head. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, I'm one of those. I'm the same cliche.
How old is your daughter now?
She's 7 months.
It's been 7 months already? Wow.
7 months.
And so has being a mother affected anything about the way that you do business? Are you even more compassionate to women now? Can you even relate more to someone who just finished having a baby and say, you know what, man, I gotta get my self-esteem back. I gotta go in snapback mode dead quick. Like, how do you feel about catering to persons who are new moms?
I love it because I would say, like now, you'd see me get in the front of the class and you'd hear me mention the stretch skin and the cellulite and so what if your
like it is real.
Ain't perky the same way it used to be. So what if you don't have no more edges? You know, I understand it now. I totally get it, and I feel like I did a good job at getting it before, but it was like now when I hear a woman say, what you do to snapback? I go, absolutely nothing. If it's one time, I would say women get a free pass to be fat, to have your hair undone. I would say, girl, you better take advantage of that because
when
ain't
I was
nobody judging you.
I was off, like, you know, just off, and that was my time. I ate, I gained weight, and it was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do me for me and my baby.
Yeah, because I feel like it is a new you. So the renewal of yourself, I feel like it should come with a new body. You're not going to be the same. You're not even the same person you were before you had that baby. So.
And the thing about it is, you not only cater, and I started the mom conversation because I noticed that you not only cater to, you know, the naturally skinny women, you cater to all sizes, and it doesn't matter. And I think that you represent that well.
I do. I take pride in that because prior to opening the studio, I was a size 4. I went to the gym and I did the iron and I did the running and I did the swimming.
Sounds so hard to maintain.
It is because I'm not naturally small.
Right.
I'm not. I'm like a Poinciana tree. Like I got some thick limbs. Naturally.
That's a new one.
An old man told me that, a taxi driver, he said, girl, you like Poinciana tree, you got some big limbs.
What is management?
And that's stuck with me. Whoever you are, taxi driver by the Hilton. I remember.
That's funny.
But yeah, I said, you know what? Why working so hard to be a size 4 when the average Bahamian is, you know, size 4? They're gonna look just like you when you still eat healthy. People don't know that, but a lot of my students, they'll be like, Raphy, I'll be like, y'all want some of my lunch? They go, oh, no. Oh, no. Because, you know, I'm sure people say, oh, she's a pole dancer, you know, that big. But trust me, this is me naturally. Like, naturally, this is my physique. I don't care. I could eat bush all day without the dressing. with the boiled meat, with no salt. This is my size.
This is just you.
And yeah, before I did my study, I was like, I ain't going to the gym no more. I was gonna come out. I think when I came out, I probably was a size 10, 12 maybe. And I like that. I like being thick, Like I like my stature. I like the way I walk.
You own it. Like this is you, and it's you take it or you leave it. And this is what I represent in my business as well.
Yeah, like that's me all day, every day. I have pictures of me as a child, and I don't remember being skinny. Like I was always like thick. People would see me and go, "Was you feeding her?"
Say what you feed.
Trust me, she looks strong. Somebody said,
"You look strong."
Are you serious?
That's how like old people, when old people say, "Oh, you look so strong."
Yeah.
You thick? Nah.
Yeah. I even noticed, like one of my students, she said, "Raphy, I saw you in the bank. I wanted to ask you, this is before you knew me, I wanted to ask you about your classes." And she said, "When you bust through the door, I couldn't just bring myself to like ask you." I was like, "Why?" She's
you just
like,
look like there's so much strength and power and like,
what
too
she
much.
said.
It's too much. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
She said, "I felt like I had to readjust my whole life and then come and ask you as such." I said, "No, don't be like that. I'm a really nice person, I swear."
And you sound like, you know what? This sound like it's just the blood running through your veins. It gives you the energy. It gives you the strength. It gives you a reason to say, "I'm gonna get up out of bed and I'm gonna make my day. I'm gonna make someone else's day." And having said all of that, I'm sure all of us are aware of what recently took place. How did you, and let me tell you why I respect you. No, I can tell you why I respect you. Just listen, I support Raphy. I can tell you why now. I respect you because you only wait for people to hear about it.
No.
You didn't wait for the word to spread around social media or for persons to WhatsApp about it or post about it. You post that yourself on your page, and I say, listen, I always wanted to sit and talk with you, but I said, you know what? I have to do it now. No more delays. Let me contact her right away. And so how did that even make you feel? Because I respect you for that move. Like, that's a boss move. I respect that.
Anybody who knows me, like, no, I ain't no one to play with. Now, I don't pride myself in trying to bully people or intimidate people. But people know me for being strong and being assertive, and I'm not thin-skinned. And a lot of fights people don't want to fight, I would do it. Simply because I like to do things out of the norm. Hello, pole dance studio on Adderley Street. So,
On Dowsville Street, exactly.
When I saw the video, I laughed. And then I remember what my mom always used to tell me. She said, if you don't have this, you probably ain't nothing. Regular people don't get stuff like this. And she always told me that. She said,
That's very true.
Yeah, and from I was a child, she said, listen, you're my only daughter, and I swear to you, out of all 11 kids, like, you're the one who would take me on. And my mother was like a beast, and I was not scared of her. I swear, people to this day, when I call my mom, they'll be like, oh my God, and I'll be like, whatever, she all right. So I wasn't scared for nobody. You call me.
But it wasn't even the way, but it wasn't even the fact that you were, I guess, being tested. Or somebody like, you're reaching, like, don't reach for me, don't send for me. It ain't even the fact that you got sent for. It was the way that you handled it.
Yeah.
You not only posted what was said or what was being rumored on your page. You did it in such a classy way. You weren't cursing nobody out. You didn't speak negatively about that person. You stated the facts, and you kept it professional, and then you dipped. Like, I think that is what stood out about that move.
That's how I am as a person, and I feel like a lot of people run their business just like their personality. I see it all the time. I have a lot of friends who are entrepreneurs, and their business run exactly like how they are. Because you only can produce what's inside you. Like, if you plant an orange seed, you're gonna get oranges. I don't know how you can get strawberries, but whatever. But yeah, that's how I am. When I addressed that, or when I saw it, I thought it was a little bit funny. I was like, I don't even think he know who he going up against. Like, marketing extraordinaire, I ain't scared to come back for you. So I wasn't. I hurry up. I said, this is gonna get deep, and he ain't even gonna know it. So I hurry up, recorded. This is 4 a.m. on the phone, and I called my friend, my friend who helped me.
But hold on, I gotta stop you there. Whatever it was, that morning, I saw it like 9 o'clock that morning, no, 8 o'clock that morning. And I said whatever it was, it had to have been going on for long. Let me tell you why. Because, well, not long, but I mean, it didn't just break at 9. Because I woke up to everybody. I support Girl on Pole. Hashtag Girl on Pole. Or Raphy, I support you. And so I said, this happened from last night, you know?
Just the...
And I knew it. I say, hold on, let me see what's going on. And when like I said, I keep going back to the way that you dealt with it off the trip. But anyway, continue what you were saying. Your girlfriend.
I called Katie. Katie's one of the dancers here. When I first opened, Katie was here with me. Like I turned the February 9th, 2015. She was here with me when I turned the lock, and I was like, "This is it." I called Katie. I was like, Katie was like, "Oh my God, why he gonna do this? I'm so sorry for him."
Not even for you. No, sorry, man.
Everybody said that. They was like, "Oh my God, what is man gonna do?" Blah blah blah. She said, "So Raphy, what you gonna do?" I say, "First, I have to endorse it because I like the fact that he did that because you know why? I tell my girls to be this thing. Like when people talk about your body, you have to own it and you have to accept it. And you can't control people's opinions of you. Like everyone's gonna have an opinion. So what if they have an opinion of you? But I felt like the best thing to do was like to be an example for everyone. And that was my very defining moment to, yeah, Raphy, practice what you preach. You always tell us what to say when somebody talks about your body. So I could do it. And I didn't care. I thought it was funny. I thought it was fun doing it to get everyone's reaction. And I just wanted people to see, like, this is how you deal with it.
And you got a lot of positive feedback.
Yeah, and I don't know if he knows, but I don't know if anybody knows, but I was taught well over 5,000 women in this little space
I believe
here.
you.
Like, literally. You could even tell from, you know, the comments. My phone shut down. Like, my phone, it blew up.
It was crazy on Facebook and Instagram. Like, you took the 2 platforms that day by storm. And like I say again, I respect you for the way that you handled that. That was, you know, a boss move.
Yeah.
And so, having said that, I just want to ask you one more question, and you can look into the camera to answer this question. Would you say that Girl on Pole Dance Studio for the rest of 2018 and going into 2019 is on the rise?
I would say we're definitely on the rise because we're going to be doing so much more. I'm talking about more shows, more photo shoots, more dances, more exposure to social media, more social stuff, more stuff that doesn't even have to do with dance. Everything that any average woman could walk into and be a part of, whether it's a conversation, it's a dance, it's a party, it's a show. Trust me, we are definitely on the rise.
That's a wrap.